friends. I just wanted to do a video about this new holiday that seems popular called Juneteenth. Haven't heard about it until this year. And so some of the stuff when I've tried researching it was that supposed to be a celebration of when I think it was Illinois that one of the U.S. states was the first to outlaw slavery. The thing is, human trafficking is the modern day parlance for slavery. So there is probably more human trafficking now, maybe, especially with the open borders, um, than I don't know. I mean, I don't know my statistics, but there's a lot, from what I understand, there's 800,000 children that are abducted each year in the United States alone. And I think there's a larger proportion of adults that are missing, in the millions of adults that are trafficked as well. And once I learned, I didn't really know anything about human trafficking until a couple of years ago. Pardon me. And a friend of mine disclosed that she had been trafficked, and the more you look into it, the more common it is to discover human trafficking. Not only is when children and adults are used for violating their private parts, but human trafficking is also a method of basically employing somebody against their will. Well, not employing them, making them work. I mean, it's slavery. That's what we understood slavery to be. It's like people had to work against their will. And that various degrees of that exist in the United States of America. And so I just feel like it's very hypocritical for people to be virtue signaling about, yay, slavery was ended, when Lincoln did whatever. No, slavery is alive and well. It's just underground. And from what I've observed about the left and the right, even, everybody's pretty much in denial about human trafficking, child human trafficking, and adult human trafficking. I think a lot of people, regardless of what their political party is, they just assume everybody that's being trafficked wants to be trafficked. There's just this horrible assumption that it's just people's bad choices, and you got to let people do what they want to do. While there may be some people who really do want that, I think it's a very small percentage, and resources need to be made for children and women, in particular, in my observation. Because the males that I've known who have sold themselves, they I mean, it did seem to trouble them, but it didn't seem to devastate their entire existence, far as I could tell. And I am no expert in this, but I just wanted to point out that human trafficking, human slavery is alive and well in the United States, and it happens in all of the states, and to children and adults, and that there's a major satanic black magic component of this human trafficking, and that I'm in South Dakota, and I assumed there was no human trafficking here. There's tons of human trafficking in South Dakota, a place I had lived for a while in Montana. Tons of human trafficking because it's a border state. So if you're at local border states, there's going to be a lot of human trafficking. There's going to be a lot of drug trafficking, and there's like a major highway that runs north to south from in South Dakota. So it's just terrible. It's like, so folks, stop deluding yourself that slavery has been overcome. The slavery that exists now, it sees no color. It's just whoever's vulnerable and whoever's the predator It's not about a race issue. And I think that folks who are getting all caught up in this, just assuming everything's about race, it's not. It's about power. It's about evil. Really, it's about evil, and evil isn't about skin color. Evil is supernatural, spiritual, energetic issue, and as we see by current events, evil is definitely trying to make a stand right now. And so, anyways, I just wanted to let those folks know who think that they have saved the world. There's a lot of work to do, and if you really do care about slavery, please look into what you can do locally to help those who are being trafficked, the children and the adults. And if you hate white people, just look into how to help black children who are being trafficked, or black people that are being trafficked. You can focus on your demographic of choice. Every little bit can help, and there's room for your discrimination if that is how you choose to live your life. And again, slavery is alive and well, and it's out of control because our trusted agents of the public good probably don't have enough support and backing to hold traffickers accountable. And a lot of times, people are trusted agents of the public good are themselves part of the organization involved in human trafficking. So, the private individual that is willing to somehow help people being trafficked, that is probably a good step. And if you do get involved in an organization that is doing help, it's also important to look into that organization, because sometimes the very organizations are actually run by predators themselves. We are in an evil world, folks. Like, please stop being naive, because things are just worse than you could possibly imagine. So, anyways, I'm glad people want slavery to be over, and we barely scratched the surface, and lots to do if that matters to you. But stop hyping this Juneteenth and that slavery has ended, because it has not. Thanks for listening.